Good morning, children. This is Nahi Javeria taking physical science for class 10th. We are into the third session of Unit 3 Acids, Bases, and Salts. In yesterday's session, we had seen about pH scale. Today, we'll be seeing the importance of pH in everyday life. Living organisms can survive only in a narrow pH change. When pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, it is called as the acid rain. And when acid rain flows into the rivers, it lowers the pH of the river water. The survival of aquatic life in such rivers becomes difficult. Tooth decay starts when the pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5. Tooth enamel, which is the hardest substance in our body, is corroded when the pH in the mouth is below 5.5. Using toothpaste, which are generally basic, neutralize the excess acid and prevent the tooth decay. Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid that helps in the digestion of food without harming the stomach. Plants require a specific pH range for their healthy growth. Animals and plants use chemical solutions having certain pH value for their self-defense. You would have seen somebody stung by a honeybee. Bee sting leaves an acid called formic acid which causes pain and irritation. Use of a mild base like baking soda on the stung area gives relief. Now today we'll be seeing the chemicals from common salt. You all know common salt is nothing but sodium chloride. Salts are the ionic compounds which are produced by the neutralization of acid with base. Salts are electrically neutral. The most common among the number of salts is the common salt called sodium chloride. The various chemicals produced from sodium chloride are sodium hydroxide, bleaching powder, baking soda, and washing soda. Now coming to sodium hydroxide, it is prepared by the electrolysis of brine. When electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of sodium chloride, which is called as brine, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. This process is called chloroalkali process as the products formed in this process are chlorine and an alkali. The chemical reaction which takes place in the electrolysis of brine is 2NaCl plus 2H2O gives rise to 2NaOH plus Cl2 plus H2. We get sodium hydroxide solution near the cathode and chlorine gas is evolved at anode and hydrogen gas at the cathode. The next chemical is bleaching powder. The chemical formula of bleaching powder is CaOCl2, that is calcium oxychloride. It is produced by the action of chlorine, which is produced from the electrolysis of brine on dry slaked lime. Calcium hydroxide reacts with chlorine to give calcium oxychloride and water. Bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industry and bleaching wood pulp in paper industry. It is used as an oxidizing agent in chemical industries and for disinfecting drinking water. It is also used in the preparation of chloroform. The next chemical which we are seeing is baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate. The chemical formula is NaHCO3. It is prepared in the laboratory by the following reaction. Sodium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide plus ammonia gives rise to ammonium chloride and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Baking soda is used for making cakes and breads. The baking powder mainly contains baking soda and calcium hydrogen phosphate and starch. Baking soda is an ingredient in antacids. It is used as soda acid in fire extinguishers. It also acts as a mild antiseptic. The next chemical from sodium chloride is washing soda. The chemical formula of washing soda is Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate can be obtained by heating baking soda. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. That is, Na2CO3 when reacts with 10 molecules of water gives us washing soda, Na2CO3.10H2O. That is, we have 10 water molecules in washing soda. The uses of washing soda are: it is used in glass, paper, and soap industry. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water and in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. It is generally used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes. What is water of crystallization? Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. Copper sulfate has 5 water molecules in it. The hydrated copper sulfate is CuSO4.5H2O. Take a few crystals of copper sulfate in a dry test tube. Observe the color of the crystals. They are blue in color. When you heat these copper sulfate crystals, the water present in the crystals is evaporated and the salt turns white. Add 2 to 3 drops of water in test tube. When the crystal moistens with water, the blue color reappears. Thus, we can say that hydrated copper sulfate has 5 water molecules in it. The other examples wherein we can find water of crystallization are washing soda, which has 10 water molecules in it, gypsum, which has 2 water molecules in it, and plaster of Paris has half water molecule in it. Now coming to plaster of Paris, the chemical formula of plaster of Paris is CaSO4 half H2O. Plaster of Paris is obtained by careful heating of gypsum. The chemical formula of gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. Gypsum on careful heating at a temperature of 373 Kelvin loses water molecules partially to become plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris is a white powder which sets into a hard solid mass on mixing with water due to the formation of gypsum. That is the reason we should store plaster of Paris in a moisture-free container. Calcium sulfate half H2O plus 1.5 molecule of water gives CaSO4.2H2O, which is gypsum. Plaster of Paris is used by doctors as plaster for supporting fractured bones. It is used for making toys, idols, and materials for decoration. Now coming to the assignment, the first question is, what is chloroalkali process? The second question, write the uses of washing soda and baking soda. The third question, write the chemical formulae for the following: A. Bleaching powder, B. Baking soda, C. Gypsum, and D. Common salt. Thank you.